3. Those are two positives. That means 2 is multiplied 3 times. That is 2 times 3. So that means 3 2 times 3 3 2 2 times 3 1 time, okay, 3 1 time, 3 2 times, and then that one gives us the answer 6. And then let's go to the next. We have 3 times -2. So we have -2 3 times, -2 3 times, 3 times -2. So we have -2 and then another -2, 3 times -2. So this one also gives a -6. This one gives -6, and then this one gives +6, as we saw. Then let's move on to number 3. Number 3, it's -5 times 3. But since we know that multiplication is commutative, we can rearrange this, because this is the same as that. For easy working, we can rearrange and have this equal to that. So it means what we are going to do is to have 5 3 times, or 3 times -5. So we are going to have -5 3 times. It is the same as -5 times 3, because multiplication is commutative. So 1 2 3 4 5 negative. What are we going to have here? We are going to get this -5 -5 3 times. So this is -5. Again, the second time, -5 here, until we have it 3 times. That is what we have. We are having 3 times -5. So there are 3 -5s. As you see it now, it becomes 15 negative. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15. So this is -15. Now as we go on, we are going to look at 3, that is number 4, -3 times -2. So what we are going to do, we are going to have -3 2 times, but those times are also negative. Be very careful with this. We are saying we have -3 2 times. So -3 2 times, but -3 -2 times. So the negative and the negative takes that to a positive, as we are going to see, a negative 3, that negative and that the negative at the 2 takes it to positive. Those two negatives will come up with a positive. So we shall have a positive 6. We are going to have a positive 6. Now that means we are going to reduce our equation to this. Positive 6 times negative 2. This is now what we have. Positive 6 times negative 2. So we are going to have this positive 6 2 times. Okay? So this is positive 6, but 2 times. Positive 6 2 times. But then those 2 times are negative. So it changes the whole of these to negatives. That means it will come to negative. So that's 6 times 2, but negative. That changes everything to negative. And now it becomes, as the answer we get, negative 12. Pause the video and then try. Activity 2.3. There are 3 numbers. Try them and make sure you have all the answers. You can also check yourself by the normal calculations which you know. Thank you. As we go to the division part, we have been doing the multiplication. Next is division. We are now going to do division of integers, that's 2.4, using tails. So let's divide the following. We have positive 9 divided by 3. So we can have, this is positive 9 as you see it, but we can make it into groups of 3. Let's have this one here into 3, this one here into 3. So when we make groups of 3 out of 9, we get 3. So there are 3 groups. The answer here is 3. So we can remove this. The answer remains 3. We get 3 when we divide that by that. Positive. Then when it comes to 8, let's see, positive 8. Positive 8, we have it here, but we divide it by 2. So we make groups of 2. We make groups of 2 out of 8. That's 2. This is 3. And then this is the 4th group. So there are 4 groups out of 8. But you are going to notice that the 2 is negative. So that negative affects the sign of these results, and then our answer becomes a negative. So that means we have how many groups? 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 groups. So the answer becomes 4. So those are the 4 groups which we get out of 8 divided by negative 2. It is negative 4. Now let's go to 15 and see if we have negative 15. We divide it into 3. So this is one group of 3, 2 groups of 3, 3 groups of 3, 4 groups of 3, 5 groups of 3. So in this case, there are 5 groups of 3, but Since this is negative, it remains negative. So these ones will go and remain with a representative of a group, which are 5 groups, which we have made out of negative 15 divided by 3, which gives us negative 5. Now, let's look at the final question, which is negative 12, okay? Divided it by 3. This is the first group of 3, the second group of 3, the third group of 3, and then the fourth group. So it means 12 divided by negative 12 divided by negative 3, we are getting 3 groups. But since this is a negative 3, it will affect the sign of this, and then they will turn to be positive. So we are going to have our groups becoming positive, and then we are going to get how many groups? This is 1 group, 2 groups, 3 groups, 4 groups. We remove this, and then we remain with 4 tiles which are positive. That means when we divide negative 12 by negative 3, we get positive 4. The negative and the negative will form a positive. So when we go here, you have to pause a bit the video and then try activity 2.4, which has 3 numbers on division.